Teresa with Floodgate Strategies, and I'm going to show you a way for you to customize your production schedule on Cetec ERP so that it fits your shop better. Cetec has a wonderful scheduling section where it fits the work orders into the very next available space for the work locations, but we're going to show you how you might want to customize it for your particular shop. So we're going to go to Production, Scheduling, Planning Gantt Chart, and we're going to look at 4/1, which is a day that I have multiple work orders scheduled for. We're going to view it by location and zoom to fit. So as you can see, I've got two different orders here, order 173.1 and 174.1. They're going to be sawed, and then they're going to run on the same machine. So if your shop has, where some shops do, where one worker saws his own parts, sets up his own machine and runs his parts, and then does his own inspection and then ships them out, this would work perfectly for you because Cetec fits them in that way, where as soon as a job is finished, it moves on to the next thing and on to the next thing. But in machining, sometimes a shop will have where one person does the sawing and another person is already doing machine setups. And so in this particular case, we're going to pretend that that's the case. And as you can see, our day starts at 8, and there is nothing scheduled on that day before this machine is supposed to get started and get up running. Now, you do definitely want to check the overall schedule, such as this, so that you don't move anything to where a job is already scheduled because you're only looking at the order for that particular job. You want to look at the whole picture so that you can see. We're going to go ahead and look at 173 and see how long it takes to do our setup for that machine and see if it will fit in earlier. So we go to 173, we put it in the search, and then we look at the work order view for it in line 1. And we're going to look at our instructions to see how long it takes for our setup for machine number 2. And our setup is a 20-minute setup. So we'll look at our schedule. And we're going to look at our work start and hit the little arrow so that it'll start from the beginning to the end of our work for that order. And as you can see, our saw is going to take 20 minutes, but so we can get our 20-minute setup time to happen while the saw is cutting the parts. So what we're going to do is move our arrow up to it, click on it until it makes the little cross there, and we're going to move that all the way up to 8. And that way our setup will be done just as our parts are finishing sawing. Now because that we move that forward, now it's going to finish at 8:45. We don't want to wait to do our inspection until 9:10, so we're going to move that up as well. You just touch it with the arrow. Once the cross forms, we move it forward. And then we can move our shipping forward as well. Now, as you can see, we've got our times that have changed, and we have a 20-minute gap. So what we can do is, if you don't want to move it with the arrow, you can move it down here by clicking on it, backspacing, and we'll move that to 9:02. And it's a 10-minute procedure, so it'll be done at 9:12. And then you click set and it'll move. Now Cetec also offers you the option to customize your area's schedule with a little box here next to the move location. Let's say that your person who is running the saw, they were supposed to take 20 minutes to do something, but they got it done really quick because they were very efficient and they got it done in 15 minutes. If they click this box before they move it to the next area, it'll move everything up for the saw that's scheduled behind that so that it can move up that 5 minutes so that he doesn't have to sit around until the next job comes up. So we're going to go back and check our production scheduling for the first and see what it looks like. And as you can see, there's our changes. But now you have a big gap on that machine. And like I said, you could simply click that little box and it will move it forward. Or if you wanted to, you could move it forward for him now. You can simply, because we've already made changes, you can move that forward on the overall schedule and push it forward, which then allows you to move your other things forward if you like. And then instead of it taking till 10 o'clock, now you're going to be done by 9:25, and you'll have a lot more time to fit more jobs in if you have something to do. And that's how you can customize your schedule with Cetec ERP.